Hello and welcome back to the Spider's Web, and we have another unboxing video for you. This is a break from Sentinels of the Multiverse, and the unboxing video is for my new purchase, Forbidden Desert. I found it on eBay. It was less than £10. The reason being, got a bit of a dent in the tin. There we are. So I thought, well, I've got Forbidden Island, I've got Pandemic, I might as well get the next one. Okay, it's all designed by the same fella. There we go. So what do we have in Forbidden Desert? Let's turn it over and have a look. It says here, gear up for a thrilling adventure to recover a legendary flying machine buried deep in the ruins of an ancient desert city. You'll need to coordinate with your teammates and use every available resource if you hope to survive the scorching heat and relentless sandstorm. Find the flying machine and escape before you all become permanent artifacts of the Forbidden Desert. There we are. So again, for 2 to 5 players, ages 10 up. Doesn't matter what it says on the box. What we really want to know is what's inside. Well, we have a little sand tracker, much the same way as the flood tracker in Forbidden Island. We have the different levels for starting. We have novice, 2 normal, 2 elite and 2 legendary. There we go. We have the same little advertising leaflets. We have the same little survey thingy. They can both go over there. And we have the instruction book. Again, a very thin book. As you can see, it tells you everything you need. Yep. So I'll place that out of the way. Now, instead of having the, let's have a look at the pieces first. It's the same as Forbidden Island. Little wooden pieces. This one's a white one. As you can see, little wooden pieces. Not too bad. And we have these little clips that go on. Now these little clips go on one of these cards, which is your character card. It clips onto there, and that's for your water consumption. We also have, this. What do you think that's for? To stand for that. Brilliant. We also have, like Forbidden Island, we have these tiles. One side shows Desert Sea. We'll have a look at this one then. That's the front, that's your playing piece. That's the crashed helicopter that you were travelling in. And then you turn it over when you excavate, which is one of your turns, and you get another picture of a town on the back with different things. That one has, there's 3 of these which have a water droplet on there. It could be 2 of them have a well. The 3rd one, however, is a Mirage. Let's see what else we have. Let's turn that card over. These little cogs at the bottom say you found a piece of equipment. Another one with cogs, another one with cogs, more cogs. This is one of the pieces for finding the position of one of the parts of the flying machine. That tells you that this is the column piece for the crystal. That's the column piece for the sundial. It tells you which column they're in, because they'll be put out in a grid. So there'll be one like that, and there'll be one where the right triangles going up and down on the sides, and you basically use those as coordinates. Where they match up is where you find the actual piece. I think that's all the ones that there are. That's where you take off from. If you manage to get back there, you've won the game. Yeah, that's the one. That's what I mean. So there'd be like four or five tiles wide, and you basically, if the tile come out there, if they were for the same one, let's make it look right, shall we? Right, you've got your tiles. If that's how they turn out, then you know that piece for the sundial is in the square there, if you get me drift. I hope so. Right, so what do we have next? We have, I've gone through the board pieces. They went in there. Okay, we have cards now. Oh, hang on. No, we don't. We have these. These are sand tiles, and these will be placed over these cards. Okay, so when these cards move because of the shifting sand location, or the eye of the storm, or whatever it is, you place one of those down on it. If there was another one on top, or if you had to place the second one on, you would turn it over, and then you couldn't walk on there. When there's only one like that, you can still get your piece on the corner, but like that, it's actually too big a dune to stand on. So that's what those are for. I'll just put those back. And now we can have a look at the actual cards that we get with the game. Okay, so first of all we have our characters, and we have a climber, and this tells you what you can do as a turn. So it can move to block tiles, which are the ones which have the that symbol on it. That's a block tile. So you can climb up that. You may take one other player with you when you move. You and other players on your tile cannot be buried. That means if you're on a tile and you have to put a second sand token on it, then you're buried. I can get a meteorologist. Spend actions to draw fewer storm cards, one card per action, at the end of your turn, and spend one action to look at storm cards equal to the storm level, and optionally place one at the bottom of the deck. Then you've got an archaeologist who can clear 2 sand from one tile per action. Or you've got a water carrier. Take 2 water from the excavated water tiles for one action. Give water to players on adjacent tiles for free at any time. That's handy. You've got a navigator. Move another player up to 3 unblocked tiles per action. Includes tunnels, explorer and climber. May be moved according to their special abilities. That's something I didn't show you. Tunnels. Let's see if I can find one quickly. think the answer to that question is no. I'll have to go through them all. Here we are. There are these board pieces. There are this, or these board pieces that you have this icon on the bottom. That's a tunnel, and these basically act as shortcuts throughout the game. So if there's that one in one corner, that one in another corner, and that one in another corner, you can go from corner to corner as one, as though you're going on to the next tile. Because usually you can't go. You only have to go directly adjacent. You can't go diagonally or anything else. So that's handy. Navigator, Explorer. Move another player to 3 unblocked targets. You've read that one. Explorer. Move, clear, sand, and use dune blasters diagonally. That's handy. So I think we've gone through all of those now. There we are. So that's the character card you can have. And now these are equipment cards. Have a dune blaster, which you remove all sand from your tile or from an adjacent tile. These can be played at any time. Does not count as an action, but you discard to the box after you've used it. So you have 1, 2, 3 of those. Or then you can have a jetpack. Move to any unblocked tile. One other pawn on your starting tile may come along for the ride. That's handy. 1, 2, 3 of those. Solar shield. You and other pawns on your tile may ignore the effects of Sun Beats Down card until after the start of your next turn. You get 1, 2 of those. A terrascope. Peek under any unexcavated tile. 1, 2 of those. Secret water reserve. All players in your tile receive 2 water, and that's handy. And a time throttle. Take 2 more actions during a turn. That's okay, that's your equipment cards. Next we have the nasty sand cards. Okay, like these on the back, and that's one of the nasty ones. Storm picks up. Basically it means that whichever one of these you start on, if you start there, you draw that card, you move the clip up to there. And you just move it up and up and up. It just basically increases the chances of losing, and you get 3 of those ones. So if you draw all 3 at the same time, you go up from, I'll show you there, you can go up from there 1, 2, 3. And if you start off here, you draw 2 cards at the end of your turn. If you start here, you draw 3 cards, 4 cards, 5 cards, 6 cards, dead. Basically. Next we have the even more dreaded Sun Beats Down. Players each lose 1 water unless they're in a tunnel or under a solar shield. So if you're out in the open, Sun Beats Down, you'll lose water from your character sheets, which is signified here. Once you get down to there, you're dead. Game ends, I think. I'm sure if one person dies, it's game end. And next you have these. Now these are the least nasty of the bunch, but these ones actually are the ones that add these cards. And if at one point you cannot place any of those, you've lost. It basically means that the Eye of the Storm, I'll set out a little demo for you here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have this little scenario going on, and it's time we draw one of these cards. So we draw a card, and that says, in fact I'll draw that one. Now that says the eye moves that way. So what would happen is, what would happen is I would kick my tripod, sorry about that, so that would move 1 there, if there was one there, it would move there, and if there was one further up, it would move there. But as only one is taking, there's only one there, only one can move. And then what would happen is, because that one moved, you guess one of them put on. I would take another card. Okay, and that's showing it's moving the same direction. Nothing happens there. So we draw another card. In fact, I'll try and draw one which shows something different. That one shows one down. So that card would move one down and replace another one on there. Now, if for example it would show that, which is the card tile moves up, that would move up. That is when you would place that, and then to all but the mountaineer, climber, or whatever it may be, that is impassable, and it will take then 2 turns, not 2 turns but 2 steps in the two actions. It would take 2 actions normally to clear that, unless of course you're the archaeologist, it would just take 1. But if there was more than 2 on there, it would take the archaeologist 2. So if there was another one on there, it would take him 2, because the archaeologist can only move 2 of these as an action per turn. Unless you've got a sandblaster thingy. It sounds complicated, it's not. I want to try and get the Legends of the Multiverse first game out of the way, and then what I will do is I will do a game of Forbidden Island, and then I'll have a go at this one. We won't play a game of that. Okay, so that's not everything in the box. We also have this, which is our little flying machine. It doesn't look much as yet, does it? However, we're basically trying to get the pieces that go on it. Right, I'm going to try this, and this time I'll try it again, and this time what I will do is I'll make sure that I'm on camera. So we've got this. I don't know which ones you saw then, so let's go back. So if you found the engine, that will go in this little slot here. If you find the compass, that would go on that little slot. If you found the crystal, that would go there. Or would it go in? That would go in like that. And if you found the propeller, that would slot into there. Whee! So there you go. That's the in fact, that clips in quite nicely, and I don't think it turns, but there you go. So that's a little flying machine that you get with it. So it's these pieces that you're basically trying to capture, or find rather. So as I say, hopefully soon I can get a game of these in. With these being cooperative, I can get one done. As a solo player, I don't really need to wait to have somebody here with me to play it. But yeah, that's Forbidden Desert. It's one of the games done by Matt Leacock and Mike Leacock. Let's have a look, see if it says on the back. Matt Leacock, he was the guy who designed Pandemic, also did obviously Forbidden Island, and a few other ones as well. So hopefully it will be as good as Pandemic, but time will tell. I haven't played this yet, I've just watched a video about it, that's why I know a few things. Okay, anyway, that's enough of this video. Next one we'll be doing is another one for the Sentinels of the Universe. So until then, as always, take care, God bless, and bye for now.